Hi, this is the second video of the Unix, but this time I'm going to do something different. So this video I will focus on the Vim editor. So continuing from last time, we're trying to edit a text, but seems like we didn't install Vim. So let's do that right now. So sudo apt-get installed Vim. Okay. Oh, password's no good. Try another password. Okay, there we go. Alright, so it's going to download. Yeah, so Vim is a really nice editor. I like it a lot because there's so many shortcuts you can use, and you know it's much more powerful than what you have, like the notepad you have on Windows. So I really like it, and you know you don't really need to use mouse to move around, so that makes your your productivity faster because you don't have to touch a mouse. Your hands can stay on the keyboard. And also it has like a lot of plugins that you can use for like just like the plugin you see in the Notepad++, you can have plugins in Vim editor as well. So I once installed a plugin for Pro, and it's really nice because like it can automatically generate a template for you in Pro, and also it has like shortcuts for Pro, and it also has like an autocomplete for your syntax for Pro syntax. It also has like so many other plugins for like different languages, such as like Java that you can use. So today I'm just going to show you like the basics of Vim, and then some tricks that I learned. Yeah, so do keep in mind that I will have to look up some references, because like it's not because I don't use some of the shortcuts that often, so like sometimes I will forget them, so I will have to go back and reference them. But yeah, you'll see how cool Vim is. Okay, so looks like we have installed it. So to check if you have the Vim on, just do which Vim, which tells you where the location of the Vim editor. And so let's do a test. Let's do so to edit a text, you type in the Vim and then the file name. So file name .txt, let's say. Oh man, stupid update. What was this? Okay, so it will be Vim and then the file name. Okay, and then it will open up a blank screen, right? Now all these little tildes here means they're all like there's nothing there basically. Okay, and the first thing you see the file name, and then you see a new file because we open a new file. And over here you have the I believe this is the column, and then this is the row. Okay, so when you go into the Vim, you're always in the command mode. When I say command mode, I mean like you can specify you can specify different kind of like actions that you want to do besides editing. So there are two modes, right? One mode is the command mode, which is the whenever you open up Vim, you will enter the command mode. And then the other mode is the edit mode. In the edit mode, you can start editing your text around. So right now we're in the command mode, right? So if I type I, right? If I type I, you will see nothing. But in reality, we are actually entering the editing mode or insert mode. So here you will see when you press I on your keyboard from the command mode, you will see here it says insert. That means you're about to do some editing in terms of text. You want to edit some text. Okay. To get to the command mode, you can press the escape key and then you will enter the command mode. So for any kind of edit mode, right, if you press escape, you will enter the command mode. So there are different ways of entering into the edit mode. By pressing I, you're entering the edit mode by doing the insert. So let's do that. So I, and then I'm entering the insert mode, which is one of the edit actions. So I can start typing, start typing. Right. So once I start typing, right, you have to, if you want to move your cursors around, you will have to press escape, because moving cursor around is considered doing some kind of command. Okay. So edit mode only allows you to edit text, and everything else, if you want to do anything else besides editing, you will have to do that in the command mode. Okay. So so you have to press escape to get to the command mode and move that around, move your cursor around by moving the arrow key up and down and such. Okay. And in Ubuntu Linux, right, you could move your cursor around by pressing the arrow keys, but in general, in like a enterprise environment where you have the Solaris, you wouldn't be able to do that. So I always press escape when I want to move my cursor around, or when I want to do some kind of command to it. So keep in mind that if you want to do any kind of if you want to do editing in terms of editing text, you will have to do it in the edit mode. You can do it in insert, append, or replace. Okay, but if you want to do anything else besides editing text, like moving the cursor around, delete some text, you will have to do that in the command mode. Okay. So I mentioned that there are different ways you can do the edit mode, right? So the other one is called appending, right? So let's say you want to you want to append something to here, right? To this sentence, "You are so beautiful," right? So you press A, okay, and then you are in the append mode. Even though it says insert, but you're actually you notice your cursor move one position to the right. So that means you're doing appending after the current the character, right? So now you can start typing more stuff, right? And then if you want to move around, you gotta press escape to move around. Okay, so that's append mode. So okay, let's say I want to put something here, right? So I want to say this is not a really cool video, right? So I can do it either one way, right? I can press A, in which it will go, the cursor will move after S, and then you can start typing. Also notice that you can do backspace. You don't have to escape to do a backspace. That's one of the things that you don't have to do escape. You don't have to enter the command mode. Okay, so one way is to the appending. When you press A, you enter in the edit mode, but your cursor moves one character to the right. The other way is by pressing I, right? So notice if I press I, okay, my cursor stays at the same position. So if I type in not, I'm inserting in between I and S. Okay, so let's delete that. Okay, so these are the two modes that I mentioned. There's another mode, another edit mode called replace. Okay, so replace basically okay, so let's say I go to one place, and then I want to change this word to reality, right? So replace is that if you have to press S, and when you press S, it will replace the current character that's highlighted by cursor. Okay, so if I press S, right, you see it actually deleted the text. So now you can start typing in whatever you want. So now you're in the edit mode. Okay, so replace basically replaces the current character that's highlighted by the cursor, and then it enters into the edit mode. Okay, so basically it deletes the highlighted character and then enters into the edit mode. So so let's go to the command mode by pressing escape. Okay, so that's that. So this is it. Okay, so let's say we want to remove this part again. We want to remove the to me, right? So to delete something, you can press X. Okay, when you press X, it does not enter into edit mode. It still stays in the command mode. So by pressing X once, you delete one character. So you can do like X X X X X X X, and then it deletes the characters. Okay, so but you're still in the command mode. Okay, so X deletes a character. Okay, and then it does not enter into the edit mode. Okay, and if you want to delete a line, right, you can delete one line. Delete the line that's currently highlighted, that's currently where the cursor is. You can press D twice, so 2 Ds, it will delete it. D for delete. If you press it twice, it will delete one line basically. Okay, so if you press D as in David, D twice, it will delete the line, the current line. Okay, and then to undo what you just delete, you can press U. Okay, so these commands actually they don't enter into command they don't enter into edit mode anymore. They stay in the command mode. Okay, so when you type 2 Ds, right, it actually stays in the command mode, so it doesn't enter into the edit mode. Okay, so let's say you made a mistake. You didn't want to delete that line, and you want to undo, right? So to undo, you just press U for undo. Okay, and then you just undo your last action. Okay, so U stands for undo in the command mode. Okay, so let's say you want to delete beautiful, right? You want to delete beautiful in one keystroke. That's it. Okay, or let's say you want to delete from where the cursor is to all the way to the end. You want to delete that part. Okay, you want to delete the part where the cursor is all the way to the end of the line. That's what you want to delete. So let's say you want to delete something like that. Okay, so you press capital D. Okay, so capital D deletes the line, deletes the part of the line where the cursor is all the way to the end of the line. So capital D, and then it deletes the rest of the line. Okay, and it stays in command mode. So most of so all these commands, they stay in command mode. The only commands that actually enters into the edit mode are the A, I, and U, not U, and S. And there are also some other ways to enter into the edit mode. I will have to look up on the reference because I don't use them that much. So but I will show you later in another video. So Vim is going to be a multiple video tutorials. Okay, so alright, so so this is it, right? And then okay, so let's say you want to do so let's open some like a larger file because it's not easy to work with smaller files. Okay, so let's see what I can find there. Or maybe here. If I have something here. Yeah, I go on OkCupid, so yes, I know. Alright, get over it. I don't have anything here. Wow. Alright, let's just use this then. Okay. Okay, so here's another a command that enters into the edit mode, and it's really nice for me to use right now because I want to append to whatever I have right now, right? I want to append to the under the lines of whatever I have right now. So I will have to press O. Okay, so notice that when I press O, right, it jumps to the next line and then it enters into the edit mode, insert mode. Okay, so this is really nice to use. Okay, and remember yesterday we said that to paste anything on the console, you would have to for Ubuntu Linux we have to press the middle button to paste whatever we just copied. For Solaris environment, you would just do the right click. You just do the right click and then it will paste whatever you just copied. Okay, so let's just paste what we have. So we're in the insert mode. You have to be in the insert mode to paste whatever you just copied. Like as in like you actually try to copy it. Okay, and then you try to paste it. So okay, so let's paste this. By for in this situation, I will press the middle click, the middle button of my mouse. Okay. Did I copy this? Maybe I didn't copy this. Okay. Okay. That's weird. Okay, let me find something on the web, and then okay, move it. I don't have all day. Oh god. Okay, I'm just gonna type something. Okay, this one. Oh shit, now it shows up. Alright. Alright. Let's go to... Alright, let's go. Yahoo.com. Yeah. Keep in mind I'm using the virtual machine, so it has like a shared resource. So I'm not able to... The system might be a lot slower than how it should be. Come on. Okay, so I'm just gonna Control all, copy, go to the terminal. Okay, next line, and then paste it. Really? Come on. I have nothing to paste. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna get out to the command mode. If I can get out now. Come on. Yeah, it's very slow computer. So okay. So I'm in the command mode right now because I don't see any insert here. Okay, so now you have a really long, like you have a really big files. Okay, and you can't really use your mouse to move up and down. So to go to the top of the page, right, to go to the top of the file, you press a G as in girl, G. You press G twice to go to the top of the line. Okay, so you are on the top of the file right now. Okay, to go to the bottom, to the last line of the file, you press a capital G. So you have to press a Shift G. Okay, and then you go to the bottom of the line. Okay, but how do we know it goes to the bottom of the line? We had so we would do to see the line number, right? To see the line number, you have to enter into another command mode that starts with colon, right? So you have to type in colon, right? Set. Okay, this set is usually what you have to use for like setting different configurations. You would do, so you do a colon set and then num. Okay, so in the command mode, you do colon set and then num, and then press enter. Okay, set num. Okay, it's weird. Usually num will suffice, but I don't know why it's not. But anyway, yeah, you can do the set number if you want. Okay, so you notice that you have the line number now on the left. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the top. Okay, so so now we're able to go to the top, to the bottom. How do we go to the particular line, right? So let's say we want to go to line number 100, right? So you would do a colon and then 100. Okay, and then enter, and then we jump to the the line number 100. Okay, and if you want to go to like one, okay, so let's move to here. Let's move down. Okay. Okay, so your cursor is at the bottom, right? And if you want your cursor to be on the top, I believe you have to press Z and then enter. Right, yeah, because when you press Z and then enter, it will move your page to where your cursor is. So like, okay, so let's say, okay, so let's go to line number 170, let's say 160, right? 160, which is like around here. So I press 160, so it goes to the 160, right? So if you want your line, number 160 to be on the top here, if you want to move it, if you want to move the page to all the way to line 160 all the way to the top, you just press Z and then enter. They have to be, it's a combination key. Okay, so you don't press Z and then enter, you have to press them at the same time. So Z plus enter, then it will move your line, whatever your line of whatever the location of your cursor, it will move all the way to the top of the page. Okay, now if you want to see the next page, right, if you want to see the next page of the file, okay, you could just do Control F. Okay, to Control F, and then we'll go to the next line, next page. Okay, so notice that we are at the bottom, we are at line number 198 right now, right? So if you want to see the next page, which should start with 198. So 198. So we press Control F. 198 will be on the top of the page, and then it will continue from there. So press Control F. Okay, 197. Anyway, yeah. So it moves one page down. So if you here at the bottom of the page we see 231, right? If you press the Control F again, okay, you see that it moves to the next page. Okay, now if you want to move back to the previous page, right, you do Control B as in boy. Okay, so it will move back. Okay, Control B, move back one page. Control B, move back one page. Okay, so this is what it is. And then okay, so let's go to the bottom of the page, right? Let's go to line number 800, right? So let's say you want to delete from line number 800 to all the way to the end of the file, right? It will be very tedious to keep on pressing D, so many times, right? So what you can do is do a colon, right? And then a period. Okay, now in Unix environment, period usually means a current, like where the current is. So our current position, I remember it was 800, right? So it will be starting from 800, right? Comma. Okay, comma means it's just like it's like those separator, right? For like you have the X and Y coordinate, and in this way it's like the from, comma, and then to line number. So you have a colon. That means you want to enter into a command. You want to enter some kind of command. Period means there's a current position, current line number where the cursor is, and a comma Okay, and then the next one you specify the final line number, right? So let's say we want to delete from current to line number 820, right? Okay, so from current to line number 820, current is 800, so from 800 to 820, that's what you want to do, right? And then you want to delete them, right? So you put a D over there. Okay, so if you do that, if you enter the press enter, it will delete line number 800 to 820. Okay, so notice that it says 21 fewer lines. Okay, so that means those lines have been deleted. Okay, of course you can put in the numbers, right? You can put in the colon 800 comma 810 D, and then it will delete from there, right? Okay, so 11 fewer lines. Okay, so what happens if you want to delete from 800 to all the way to the end of the file? Okay, now in Unix system, $sign usually means the end. Okay, so you will do the colon period comma $sign. Okay, so that means from current position to all the way to the end of the file. Okay, and then press D, and then press enter, and then it deletes all the way. So notice that we don't have anything after 799. So everything after 799 has been deleted. Okay, so this is one of the range that you can do on the Vim editor. Okay, and another, I'm going very random right now. I don't have any like a specific path I'm doing, so I'm just trying to do whatever that comes to my mind. Okay, so so let's say let's go to the top of the page by pressing G twice. Okay, so let's say you open this file, right, and then let's say you don't know how many lines are in this file, right? Okay, so another way to find out how many lines you have is by doing the colon equal sign. Press enter, and then you see you have 799. So it shows 799 over there, and that means you have 799 lines in the in this file. Okay. So okay, so another trick is okay. So let's say the line number 1 and line number 2 is supposed to be one line only. It's not even supposed to be two lines. There shouldn't be a line break there, right? So you want to put them back together into one line. Okay, so you go to the line where the starting line number 1, and then you press capital J, right? So capital J, which is Shift J. Okay, and you see it brings the second line up one line, so it combines the first line and the second line together. Okay, so if you do the capital J again, it brings the next line up again, 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 again. Okay, so that's enough. Okay, so now you add the first line, right, and you notice that it's a really long line, and if you press left, if you press up, no, you can't go up because you are at line number 1. There's no lines before line number 1. All right, so if you press left, but it just takes forever, right? It just takes forever. Let's say you have this line that expands to so many, so let's do more. All right, let's do more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, so you have this many lines. If you had to go to the beginning of the line, it would take forever, right? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so you would press 0. 0 means to the beginning of the line, so you press 0. Okay, and it brings you to the beginning of the line. Okay, so you don't have to go to press the arrow again. Okay, to go to the end of the line, you press the $sign. Okay, so that will be Shift 4 to get the $sign. So it will go all the way back to the end of the end. Sorry. Yeah, it will go back to the end of the line, right? Okay. So you would think that, oh man, what happened? What if I want to select something in the middle? Let's say gymnastic, right? If I want to select something in gymnastic, what should I do, right? So that's easy. That's and then we come to the topic of searching in the Vim editor, right? So searching in the Vim editor. So okay. So let's go to the beginning of the line. Okay, and then say we want to go to the gymnastic, right? So what should we do? Okay, so you should do search, because when you do search, it will go all the way to that wherever specific place you want to go to. Okay, so to do search, okay, you have to do a slash. So notice I have a slash on the bottom left, slash, and then whatever key that you're looking for, gymnastic. Okay, that's the word that you're looking for. Okay, press enter, and then notice it was jump to the gymnastic. Okay, now the slash means it's a forward search. Okay, so it will search, continuously forward. Okay, it doesn't search to the backward. Okay, to do the backward search, you will use the question mark. Okay, so let's say I want to look at the let's say schedule, right? Schedule. So I want to go back to where the schedule is, where the word schedule is, right? So you will do the question mark. Okay, look at the bottom left corner of the question mark, and then the schedule. Okay. Okay, it says pattern not found. That's because, excuse me. That's because the schedule is capital S, right? And we just type in lowercase schedule S. So to do case insensitive search, right? You do schedule, right? So lowercase schedule, right? Okay, and then slash I believe that's it. If I'm correct. Okay, never mind. I forgot about that one. Probably the forward search I will be able to do that. Well, anyway, let's demonstrate the backward search. Okay, to a schedule, and then it jumps to a schedule, right? So let's do an example, like maybe Olympics, right? Olympics. Okay, let's do a case insensitive Olympics search. Olympics, right? Let's do this. Okay. I don't know why it's jumped to this one. It should be able to search that one though. Olympics /I means case insensitive. So I don't need capital O. I just lowercase o is fine already. Press enter. Okay, it goes into the next one. Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay, all right. So now you found the couple of the Olympics in there, and you want to find the next match, right? So if you want to search for, if you want to get to the next match, you just press N as in Nancy, N, and it will bring you to the next one. Okay, so notice that this is line number 574 now. Before it was like 100 something, but now it's line number 574. So we have looked at the second, or rather the third Olympics match. Okay, and if you press N again, okay, it will go back up to the original, the first one. Okay, so press N again, it goes to the next one. Press N again, it will go back top to the first, to the top of the file, to the first match. Press N again to the next match. So it will just, if you press N, it will go to the, the next match. Okay, now to go to the previous match, right? Go to the previous match, you would use capital N. Okay, so do a capital N to go get to the last match. Okay, so it looks like it's doing the same thing, but then we only have 2 Olympics in this file, so that's why you only see these 2. Okay, anyway, something's, maybe that was not Olympics, or something else. It is Olympics. Where? Okay, anyway. Okay, so this is okay. So this is how you search around, right? So slash, and then whatever your pattern is to define the next one, you know, and then or question mark pattern, you know, to for backward search. Okay, and if you press lowercase n, it will look for the next finding, next match. If you press the capital N, it will look for the previous match. Okay, and then you know, to get, if I don't want to do that command, you know, I can just do Control C to get out. You know, I don't have to enter that command. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have, and then what's next one? Next one is yes, the saving. Yeah, saving. Yeah. Okay. So we created this file, right? And we haven't even saved it yet. Okay. So to save it, right? To save it without quitting, you would do a colon W. W is for writing, right? So you said, oh, write it. Okay. So now it says file name.txt is a new, it's a new file, right? And then it has 23,000 characters written. Okay, so you have saved this. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so now okay, so this is what you have, and then to quit, right? To quit, you will do a colon Q to quit. Okay, so if I press a colon Q, okay, I just quit. I just got out of the Vim. Okay, so let's go back in there again. Okay. Okay, so once you go back, right, you realize that, you know, everything, all the settings are gone, right? You don't see the line numbers again. So this is what happens. You would need a specific file, a specific configuration file you have to set up for these settings to be permanent. Otherwise, you have to set them all again and again. Okay, but we will show you that later on in the future. Okay, so now you open this file, and okay, so let's try to delete some lines. Let's do that, you know, modify this file, right? So modify this file, you know, and then let's say, oh, you say, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. You know, maybe I should have deleted these lines, right? So you would do a colon Q exclamation mark. Okay, exclamation mark means forcefully quit. Okay, the reason we use exclamation is that, like, if we don't use that, okay, and we just try to quit, okay, it will complain. Okay, and it says add exclamation mark to override. So to quit something that you have already modified, you always have to do a colon Q exclamation mark to, you know, not save anything that you just added, or, you know, not save anything that you just modified. Okay, so if you do that, okay, and then you got up. Okay. Okay. So go back in again, and we have the original line here, there again. Yeah. So okay. So let's say, and then another cool trick is, like, if you want to, like, you know, so you may allow editing, right? You delete this line, you delete that line, this line. You go to line 100, you know, you start typing your junk in there. Blah blah. So cool. 1 2 3. You know, yeah, you start typing some BS. Go to this one. You just start typing crap in there, right? Okay. So one way to reverse everything change, you know, to reverse all the changes that you have done since opening the file, right? You can do a colon E exclamation mark to undo everything since you opened this file. Okay, so if I do that, okay, everything's undone since I opened this file. Okay, the first line is there. You know, if I search for U, I don't see it, you know, because all the changes have been reversed. Okay, this is just another, like, you know, shortcut. You know, instead of, like, quitting the Vim again and then opening it up again, you know, you could just do this. You can just start over, basically, since the time you open this file. Okay, so let's say okay, so let's modify something more again, right? And then blah blah blah. Okay, blah, blah. And maybe you find this, like, typing :W is okay, to, like, you can do a combination, right? So the :W is to save, right? If you want to save and quit, you do that, :WQ, okay, to save and quit. Okay, so but you notice that you have to type in, you have to do you have to press 3 keys, okay, which might not, some people might find annoying, right? So I do Control-C to get out that command mode, and then okay, so to do a quick save and quit, right, you just press capital Z as in zoo. Okay, so you type capital Z twice, and it was a save and quit. Okay, capital Z twice, and it was save and quit. Okay, so go back in again. Okay, and so this is that. There's so many different stuff that I can do, but for now, I'm gonna have to take a break, and then I'll do some more tomorrow. So hopefully you'll find this useful for you. I will come up with a lot more different. I'm guessing I'm only covering like 15% of what Vim has to offer, because Vim is just very powerful. You can do a lot of crazy stuff on there. And then it's just one of those most handy editors you can have in a console environment. I know that there's so many fancy editors for Windows, for GUI environment, but for the console environment, for the command line environment, Vim, I really like it. So yeah, so I'll see you next time.